Hi there guys, it's Joel here from Aussie Chart Trends. Today's market update is for Tuesday, the 15th of January 2013. I've just got to remind everyone that aussiecharttrends.com.au and this video are for educational purposes only. Nothing stated at the site or in this video is intended to be used as any form of investment advice. I'm not a licensed professional. You need to make your own decisions regarding your investments. I'm just here to help anyone searching for a practical direction in today's markets. So firstly guys, looking at the S&P 500. Following up from yesterday's video, we were discussing this red trend line. Now we had also drawn this new red trend line up here that has a slightly higher target. Now we're not certain as to which line of resistance that we should be looking at. But for now, after watching last night's trade, this line here is acting as an area of resistance. Let's take a look at a closer view. There we have it, the S&P 500 once again has run into this area of resistance around that 1470 area, and we are just hanging around this line. So guys, I think that this line is technically significant and that we are still struggling to get over this area. As previously mentioned, we would like to see a pullback to around that 1440 range. Let's take a look on the hourly chart. Okay, looking here on the hourly chart, in yesterday's video we identified that the S&P 500 has been coming up in another channel. Now, as you can see over here, we had this huge rally up, then this bear flag pattern. Now, bear flag patterns usually get restricted within a rising channel that's fairly small, and then you can see that we actually had fallen down from this point, and we didn't fall down sharply. In fact, we created another channel here that was descending. When you have a rising channel of this sort, you could expect a bearish outcome when this bottom line breaks. When you have a descending channel rather, when you have a breakout, you could expect a bullish run. So from this point onward, you can see last night's trade, we broke this channel line, back tested it. Now you would think that we would see a move back down, probably around to that 1460 area, around this previous trend line here, which is around that 1456 area. Guys, it's not impossible for the S&P 500 to get over these areas here of resistance, but there is three technical lines there where the S&P has run into now, and I would say that we should see a move down. Now guys, if we could eventually come down and get down to that 1445 level, well, there is a larger pattern that we have been keeping our eye on, but I won't say anything for now because I don't want to get carried away with a prediction. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up the S&P 500. Let's just concentrate on this level up here. We've got overhead resistance at around that 1470, 1475 level, and we have a support level there of around the 1440 to 1445 range. Of course, that's depending on where the S&P 500 hits this area, if and when we do come back down. But guys, I think the fact is that we have this another rising channel. Expect that we'll have a bit of a move down in the market. Alright, let's move on to the asx200. Okay, looking here at the hourly chart of the asx200, following up from yesterday's video, we were speaking about this being potentially a little bear flag pattern. Now, you can see on opening today, we rallied up a little bit and then broke this ascending line here. It doesn't really surprise me at all that we came back down and came back within this pattern. We had a false break of this blue trend line. So guys, overall, we're still waiting for a clear direction on which way that the asx200 will go. Even though I like to be optimistic and I wish that we would move up to around that 4,760, 4,770 area, we still have to keep the possibility open that we might just come down. And it kind of makes sense that we probably would come down because eventually we would like to see a nice area here around that 4,660 area to be an area of support, and then I would say we would probably head back on up in another pattern. Let's just be patient now and see what happens there with the asx200. If we have a quick look on the daily chart, another reason to think that we may get a push down from this point is that we are running into this blue line again. Is this bottom blue line here? And as previously mentioned, we've back tested this line had a head and shoulders top pattern, come back down. Now we've rallied on back up with heaps of steam. We're able to get over our 2008 highs, our 2007 highs, and with the beautiful back test, mind you, and head up to this area here. Now we can see that there is another reason to think that we should have a pullback in the market. That's fairly much it for today, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another free daily market update. I'll see you guys tomorrow.